When it comes to woke activists, it always seems like those who preach the loudest have the most to hide. And certainly that seems to be the case with Lizzo, as so many different allegations are piling up over the last few days that are showing that Lizzo is not the person that she preaches to be. And she doesn't even push the stuff that she pretends to push in real life. As with most woke social justice virtue signaling activists, she is a complete and total fraud, and now she's being exposed. A few months ago, when Lizzo was suddenly a part of The Mandalorian Season 3, Star Wars fans said, what is this? What is this fat social justice freak doing in Star Wars? Why'd you try to put her in there? And of course, the mainstream media came to her defense, saying how stunning and incredible she is. And she herself had said that she is the gold standard for beauty, a fat, overweight piece of shit. Well, now, a lot of people that have worked with her are now saying that she does not keep up those same appearances in private. Pop star Lizzo accused of sexual harassment and fat shaming in lawsuit by former tour dancers. How can this person fat shame anyone? How can someone who probably weighs as much as an F-150 fat shame any person out there? But like I said, we're learning a lot more about the person who Lizzo actually is. Now, before I do get into it, I should say these are allegations, right? These are allegations that are coming out from a lot of different people now, and now even people that used to work with her or directors that were going to be involved in a project are speaking out and saying she's toxic, she's awful. A lot of what's alleged in this has already been backed up by previous videos that people have found. This is a nightmare for her, but a lot of people are glad that this fat bitch is finally being exposed. Take a look at some of these allegations here. Pop star and Joe Biden campaigner Lizzo is being hit with a lawsuit by 3 former tour dancers who allege they were subjected to harassment and hostile work environment. They also claim they were pressured to touch nude dancers during a live show. Not just that. I'm not going to get too into that. That is the most horrific part of the thing, probably. The fact that they were forced to eat bananas out of strippers' vaginas, right? That's the allegation that's made. And now we have video evidence of Lizzo talking about that same exact bar where those things happen. So certainly seems to be a lot to back that up. Former tour dancers Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noelle Rodriguez filed their complaint on Tuesday in Los Angeles. The 3 women are accusing Lizzo and her Big Girl Big Touring Inc. of an array of wrongdoings and claim that racial and religious discrimination also took place. Now, a lot of it focuses on that, what happened with those nude performers and everything. Everyone can look into that. I'll probably get demonetized if I go into too many details, to be honest, because it's just that bad. The lawsuit adds that Lizzo led a chant for Davis to touch a performer and that dancer eventually acquiesced in an attempt to bring an end to the chants. The complaint alleges the captain of Lizzo's dance team had forced her religious beliefs on the 3 plaintiffs and repeatedly made them uncomfortable. The dance captain commented about their sexual virginity and simulated oral sex on a banana in front of them. Ironically, the lawsuit also claims that Lizzo, who is herself obese and has made the concept of body positivity a central part of her brand, has called attention to a dancer's weight gain ahead of a performance. The lawsuit says while the About Damn Time singer and other staffers never stated it, they gave off the impression that Davis needed to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details in order to keep her job. Now, as we're finding out, it seems like that person had some sort of eating disorder and ended up getting fired. Like, this is the shit that's coming out. And now Lizzo is getting slammed by everyone. This fat heifer bitch who has been preaching one way but acting a completely different way in real life. I know people get sued for things they didn't actually do all the time, but Lizzo getting sued for weight shaming and harassment of her workers is peak woke irony. If Lizzo shit is true, then I'm actually heartbroken. Like, Jesus Christ, everything she stood for genuinely would be a lie. Yes, everything she stood for, everything they preach, these woke activists in the entertainment industry. Isn't it interesting? Shout out to Lucasfilm and Disney Star Wars for bringing her in for a cameo just to virtue signal, and now it's completely blown up in everyone's face. Reading through the lawsuit against Lizzo, and I'm absolutely mortified by the details. Lizzo and her team are vile. No disrespect, but how fat you gotta be fat shamed by Lizzo? Imagine getting body shamed by Lizzo. Apparently, Lizzo doesn't think she's that big. Another brother commented, Lizzo is like everyone else in Hollywood, a disgusting creep. I hope she's sued for every last penny. And now you have other people. Again, you have a director that worked with her amidst all of this stuff coming out and making statements. I usually don't comment on anything pop culture, but in 2019, I traveled with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. I walked away after 2 weeks. I was treated with such disrespect by her. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind she is. I was not protected and was thrown into a shitty situation. My spirit said, run as fast as you can, and I'm grateful I trusted my gut. Like I said, here you go. Ariana Davis, one of the dancers suing Lizzo, says after she gained weight, Lizzo held a meeting where she stated that dancers get fired for gaining weight. She was then terminated after revealing to the team she was struggling with an eating disorder. Every time, those woke activists, the woke SJWs out there that are pushing one thing in public are almost always a different person in private. It looks like a lot of stuff's about to happen to Lizzo that apparently she's deserved for quite some time. This person is an awful human being. All you had to do was listen to what she said and what she pushed, how terrible it was for actual women out there, how terrible the body positivity movement is in general for people's health. That's not caring about people. That is letting them eat themselves to death. It's disgusting. And now Lizzo, one of the biggest perpetrators of that, it turns out that she's fat shaming people in private while saying something else in public. This fat bitch is finally getting exactly what she deserves. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.